Hello and welcome everybody. Randy here with the Nerds Templar. And this is the finals of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. All of the finals, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals, right now, right here, happening. Where have we come from? How have we gotten to this point, you may ask? Well, we started, of course, with 8 buys and 16 other seeds, aside from those buys. So we had Mario, seed 1, taking on the seed 16 Ice Climbers. Climbers beat him. The seed 2 Wolf lost to the seed 15 Pikachu. Lucas in seed 3 defeated Olimar in 14th. Donkey Kong, seed 4, beat the 13th seed Fox. Zelda in seed 5 lost to the 12th seed Link. Rob at seed 6 defeated the seed 11 Ganondorf. Falco at seed 7 defeated the seed 10 Wario. And Mewtwo at seed 8 beat Yoshi at seed 9. And that's how that happened. And then we reorganized those winners in order of their seeding, and then reversed them, and they went up against the buys from 1 to 8. Bowser then took on the Ice Climbers and won. Ness took on Pikachu and lost. Pikachu with 2 upset victories in the first 2 sets of the playoffs last video. And then we had the Pokemon Trainer defeating Link. Ike defeated Mewtwo. King Dedede beat Falco. Kirby defeated Rob. Captain Falcon beat Donkey Kong. And Peach lost to Lucas. So we had Pikachu with the only real upset. And we had Peach in the 8th buy spot, taking on Lucas, losing to Lucas, who was the highest of the seeds that came to this point, which was seed 3, because 2 and 1, being Wolf and Mario, both lost. But Lucas and Peach were the same record, so it wasn't a huge upset. The only real upset then being Pikachu defeating Ness. And so, with all that done, and with them into the bracket, what we ended up with for this round, the semifinals, for the quarterfinals, is Bowser versus Lucas. And that's the first place versus the first buy versus the 3rd seed and Lucas. And we got Ike the 4th buy versus Dedede the 5th buy. We have Pokemon Trainer the 3rd buy versus Kirby the 6th buy. And then we've got Pikachu seed 15 versus Captain Falcon buy 7. So Pikachu literally the 2nd worst competitor that came into the playoffs overall. The only one other than Lucas at seed 3, the only other one that didn't get a bye that's at this point. And we're going to almost see them in that order. We're going to see Bowser versus Lucas. We're going to see Pokemon Trainer versus Kirby. We're going to see Pikachu versus Captain Falcon. Then we'll see Ike versus Dedede. And that match, that final match, again, random order for those. Those are the first 4 we'll see before the semifinal matches, of course. Ike and Dedede, the only ones that have fought previously to this, and Ike did defeat Dedede, so we will see what happens this time around. But with that said, let us begin. As mentioned, Bowser is going to be up first. The first place overall, he's taken on seed 3, Lucas. Seed 3 meaning he'd be, 11th overall coming in? After the 8 buys, 3rd after the 8 buys. So here it is. To move on to the semifinal, the final 4. Right now we're in the epic 8, if you will. Lucas a little bit of work ahead of him here. Get the Meowth. Tons of damage already on Bowser here. 111 to 65. Lucas connecting with everything right now. Bowser not doing a whole lot of anything. There, he's able to grab Lucas and do a bunch of damage at once. Bowser opts not to grab the Pokeball he's standing next to. Oh man, with that big smack, able to get Lucas first. He's at 146. Let's see how long it takes Lucas to get that stock away from him. Ooh, almost launches him, not quite though. Metagross for Lucas. Nice damage, but not doing what it needs to do, which is take the stock away. There it is. Finally, Lucas taking that. And it's pretty much even. Big damage from Bowser. Vulpix for Lucas. Catching Bowser in that Ember. Nice. Bowser gets a DDD though. Dedenne, that is. Bowser gets a King DDD. Ball for Lucas. It's a Alolan Raichu. And Alolan Raichu doing some Kyogre things, taking Bowser right off of the map. And Lucas has a big advantage right now. 66% on his second stock. Can he hang in there? Snivy though, ooh, catches him a few times, doing some decent damage. Oh, but the PK Thunder Rocket right into Bowser. Bowser grabs him by the face and tosses him off of the map, but it's not quite enough. 106% on Lucas though, 47 on Bowser. Go-Goat for Bowser. Bowser able to launch Lucas with that body slam. 47 to nothing percent right now. One stock each. Lucas takes Bowser to 78. Pulls a Kyurem, but Bowser gets the Zoroark. Bowser is lucky that it wasn't the other way around. 38% damage on Lucas from the Zoroark. And now big damage from Bowser himself. 100 to 51 right now percent. Bowser now gets a Lunala. Not good for Lucas, who pulled his own Pokeball. It's a Mimikyu! Mimikyu versus Lunala. Mimikyu grabs Bowser. If Lucas avoids the Lunala blast, but he doesn't because Bowser's inside the Mimikyu and he wanted to attack, and Lucas is so lucky that he didn't get blasted off the map there. He won. He just defeated the first place Bowser. Bowser is done. I repeat, Bowser is out of the playoffs. Lucas, Seed 3, not even a bye spot competitor, defeats Bowser. Ends the reign of the King Koopa, 9 to 7 in items. He didn't even need the item advantage. That is crazy. Down goes Bowser. Down goes Bowser. Pokemon Trainer is next. What could happen from here? Anything. Pokemon Trainer versus Kirby is the next matchup. By 3 versus by 6. Everyone else is pretty much closer in competition than that last one, other than, of course, Pikachu and Captain Falcon. That would be the other epic upset. The Seed 15 Pikachu over the by 7 Captain Falcon. Kirby here is lower than Pokemon Trainer, but really only a match below. Only a match separates them, that is. Kirby is this, well, they're both the top of their division, in fact. Quite a tough one Team Mario had there. Team Mario division at the top. Love that hat that Kirby's wearing. It's funny. Funny looking, like a little cap with like some feathers on it, but it's just Ivysaur leaves. It looks like he just probably gets the ability of one of the Pokemon. That makes sense. Whoever he hails can't really have all of them, right? The Dedenne for him doing some work. Nothing. Entei on the right for Kirby. Charizard avoiding that. Pretty much all tied up at the moment. 96, 115 on Kirby. But we're realizing, because Kirby is the only Red Division competitor left, we're realizing that maybe the Red Division isn't all it seemed it was when they were only fighting within the division. And they came to the playoffs and they did not fare very well here. Kirby, the last hope of the Red Division here. Let's not forget that. If Lucas taken out one of the two Red Division, we have everything tied up right now. Everything is tied up. There were 2 green and 2 blue and 1 red coming into this. 3 yellow division competitors. The biggest surprise, probably. Kirby now acting like a Squirtle. Going in shell form there. His own shell form. Yeah, attempting it again as Ivysaur hanging out right below Kirby. Out comes Squirtle again. Grabs a Snorlax out of that Pokeball. All tied up still in this one. This one is close. It's not super fast paced. It's Kirby versus Pokemon Trainer. It's not going to be extremely fast paced. But it's 74 to 75, 2 stock each. I mean, it's back and forth. Hit. Answered by hit. Basically. No Pokemon out of the Pokeballs at least, swaying things in either's favor currently. Togepi comes out, that's always sketchy. Kirby avoids the Earthquake there. Did Ivysaur get another Pokemon? Is it just a Goldeen, perhaps? Yes. And the run of bad Pokemon continues. Inkay, sorry, it's not a Goldeen, it's an Inkay. If there's a difference. I don't know. Kirby gonna be the first one to lose second stock. Oh, and immediately comes back and answers. So back to 0-0, 1 stock each. Alolan Vulpix, I believe, for Pokemon Trainer there. Not doing a whole lot. Kirby pulls a Keldeo. There it is. Just a matter of time before the Pokemon comes out that changes everything. And there it is. Keldeo for Kirby. 3 hits. Pokemon Trainer is out of here, and that does it. Kirby will move on and remain the sole fighter in Red Division in the playoffs and take out the first of 3 Team Universe Yellow Division competitors in Pokemon Trainer, the toughest of them, perhaps. It's hard to say. Him and Ike are tied. In almost all regards, he and Ike are equal so far. But we'll see. 3:55 match time. We'll see if Ike does better by winning here. That's what it would take. 12 to 10 in items. Again, Kirby not getting the item advantage there. It's crazy how often that's happened in the playoffs. The winner did not get the item advantage. It doesn't seem like it would be the case. Just doesn't make any sense. Pikachu is next. The lowest, coming in the underdoggiest of all of them. Captain Falcon, one of the last that was undefeated in the league before starting to lose a lot of matches and end up 13-7. Pikachu's 10-10. It's a slightly different record there, but hey, it doesn't matter to Pikachu anymore. He is destroying everybody that comes in his way. Ness, who's above Captain Falcon in this blue division, is who Pikachu defeated last time. So he's just trying to take out the next blue division opponent now. That's his goal. And again, we have Lucas already in the blue, going on to the final 4. We have Kirby for the red. Still have a chance for 2 yellows, or Captain here, or King Dedede. That's what we're down to. So green still has a chance in King Dedede to have someone move in. Yellow's got 2 shots here in Pikachu, and maybe a better shot in Ike. But Ike, of course, does have to take on Dedede. It doesn't get easy. It's not easy. No matchup is easy here in the playoffs. This, technically for Captain Falcon, should be the easiest of the matchups at this point, though, in this quarterfinal. Being that Pikachu is seed 15 and doesn't seem to belong here, beating both Mario and Ness to do it. The top of Team Mario and the top of Team Nintendo to get to this point, and he loses the first stock. Captain Falcon only 75% on him right now. Pikachu needs a miracle already, pretty much. Oh, nice shot there. Can't do it though. An Oshawott. Falcon into the Oshawott. Not quite though, 110% on him. Pikachu hasn't taken any damage yet on this second stock. Hanging in there tough. First, Giratina comes out late in the life of Captain Falcon here, but hey, if it gets the stock, then that's what matters. Deoxys also, so Captain Falcon, though, avoiding smart of him to go to the other side of the map than where the Deoxys is. Avoids all the Giratina, but in doing so does take a lot of damage from Pikachu. And he's knocked out. Kind of back to even here. Latios for Pikachu might bring it even closer. 55% on him right now as Captain Falcon continues to tack on the percentage. But Latios catch him a few times. They're 55 to 43 now. Pikachu adding his own damage a little bit there. Go-Go as well for Pikachu. And just an Inkay for Captain Falcon, who takes another hit from the Go-Go. And then he gets an Abra. Falcon, that is. Nothing amazing. Pikachu launching himself back to the map, almost losing a stock because of that. 79 to 67. Scissor now for Captain Falcon. Just a matter of time before he pulled something a little better. And there it is. 106 to 67. I don't think Pikachu will survive this Scissor unless he can... Nope. Cannot avoid the next hit. There goes Scissor, but there goes Pikachu. 1 to 2. 69% on Captain Falcon. Is Pikachu's run through the playoffs at an end? Nice shot there. Needs more damage though. Oh, Captain Falcon's like, I'll play that edge game. Let's go. Pikachu able to make it back. Spupa for Captain Falcon. Comes flying through it at Pikachu. 51 to 93 already. Not looking good for the Electric Mouse. Did such a great job getting this far, but it does look like it's about to end here. Yes. Captain Falcon pretty handily takes that one, and that's what happens. That's what happens. Pikachu did what he could. Got as far as he could. But no farther he will go. Captain Falcon. 338 victory. He, again, was the 7th bye out of 8. And by 8, Peach did not make it, losing to Lucas. But that is 2 blue going in now. No yellow out of the 3 making it so far. Yellow division. Got one more chance for a yellow division. One more chance for the green division. But right now, our final matchup, of course, of the quarterfinals. Ike versus King DDD. And I feel like it promises to be a good one. By 4 versus by 5. This is the closest matchup, of course, of the bracket. And the only one that is a rematch from the regular season where this interdivisional matchup had happened. Ike defeated King DDD, and oh my goodness, with the up B off of the map connecting with that. We've only seen that once this entire season, and it was last set in the postseason. And now again we see him coming out strong with that up B connecting off of the map and immediately eliminating King DDD. And Ike, strong start here for him. I wouldn't have been surprised to see him try it again there with DDD hanging off the map. And the problem with this is that happens a lot whenever the Pokemon start coming out. Tendency of the AI is to try to hang out off of the map, and if you do that against Ike, not gonna go your way. Pyukumuku for Ike. Gonna add some damage in, perhaps. Yep, it will, in fact. And in the Alolan Vulpix, DDD is extremely lucky that Ike didn't catch him in either of those after being frozen. He keeps getting frozen by a Vulpix, taking all that damage. Ike finally does get him out. I don't know what was taking him so long there. He's at 76%, so really DDD not out of this at all by any means. just pulled a Mimikyu, and that's gonna definitely finish Ike if he gets caught in it, which he will, because he's just standing there. If DDD can just add, he doesn't even need to add a hit, I don't believe. That's gonna be Ike eliminated, and we're pretty much tied up. Oh, never mind. DDD, of course, lost that first life, I totally forgot, so he is down an entire stock still. But maybe, just maybe, he can bring this one back. Got a long way to go. Beware though. Beware though. Misses as DDD launches Ike to the other side of the map. Oh no! Ike walked straight into it and we're basically tied now. DDD took like no damage there. 0 to 33 right now. Ike, a big attack, big sword attack there, another big attack. Pokeball for him is a Go-Goat as he's launched by the Arceus. No! He falls. I don't know what he is thinking. He goes off of the side of the map. It's like he was like, okay, let's play on the edge some more, King DDD. Ike, you can't do that when there's an Arceus. I cannot believe he would even attempt that with Arceus on the map. But he did. Usually the AI just stands in the middle of Arceus whenever they can. And he had the opportunity to do that. 225. Ike loses to King DDD. And again, a very close one, and DDD, for what it's worth, does even up their matchups head-to-head. We'll, of course, be seeing many competitors fighting many other matchups together. Be keeping a running tab throughout all the seasons of how everyone does against each other, even if they're not in the same division. 7 to 4 in items. And again, that is not in DDD the winner's favor. Very interesting. But that is the end of our quarterfinal. And now we are going to move on to our semifinal and final rounds in just a moment. Stay tuned. This is Nerds Templar, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League Finals Series. Be right back. All right, we are back, everybody. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. This is the semifinal round. These are the finals. We only got 3 matchups left to go. And of course, this one is going to be a 4-stock. Gonna add one more in there so that we know for sure who the victor is. We've got our 2 matchups here are Lucas versus King DDD and Kirby versus Captain Falcon. Of course, Lucas, that top left, DDD taking on with Bowser, the top ranked, and then the close in matchup DDD, who beat Ike 4 and 5 buys there. And then finally, so the seed 3 Lucas is taking on the bye or rank 5. Seed 3, really, he's rank 11 overall, taking on the rank 5 DDD, and then we have the rank 6 Kirby taking on the rank 7 Captain Falcon. And because of how things fell here, it's possible that the 2 blue division opponents or competitors could end up together here in the final, Lucas versus Captain Falcon, potentially. Right now, though, that isn't what we have. We'll see if we get that or not. King DDD for the green division and Kirby for the red division is what we have as well. No one left in the yellow, even though we had 3 Pokemon Trainer Pikachu and Ike all make it to this quarterfinals. None of them made it to the semifinals. How did the rest get here? Lucas defeated first, the only one who had to play in the first round. Defeated Olimar, the 14th seed. And then went on to defeat Peach, the 8th ranked, and the last of the buys. So he had the easiest way in because the other 2 seeds above him, being seed 3, seed 2 and 1, Wolf and Mario both lost, so he was the highest seed. He got the easiest matchup going into the second round of playoffs. Took advantage of it, defeated Peach, came into the quarterfinal, and pulled off the huge upset victory over Bowser to make it to where he is now in the semifinal. Up against King DDD, the 5th seed, 5th ranked by 5. And of course, everyone else had the bye, so no one else played in that first round of the playoffs yesterday. But DDD did defeat Falco, the seed 7, to make it here, and then to make it into the quarterfinals, where he then defeated the tougher opponent, Ike, the 4th seed overall, who he had already lost to, but not this time. Defeats him this time around to get to the semifinals. And then we have, of course, Kirby, the bye number 6, ranked number 6, who defeated Rob, who's seed number 6, and then took on Pokemon Trainer and slight upset victory over him, over the Pokemon Trainer, by number 3 there. And then finally we have Captain Falcon, who had his bye, of course, and then went on to defeat Donkey Kong, the second best coming out of the first round of playoffs in seed 4, just behind Lucas. Defeated him and then went on to defeat Pikachu, seed 15, the lowest of the low coming into the second round of playoffs. But Pikachu had defeated up to that point, already defeated Wolf and Ness. And so Captain Falcon certainly didn't know what was going to happen. It was going to be a walk in the park, and it was actually slightly easy for Captain Falcon to take Pikachu out. Didn't have as much luck as he did the previous 2 rounds. And so that is how we ended up where we are now. Lucas versus King DDD. Kirby versus Captain Falcon. And that is going to, of course, determine our last matchup of today, our last matchup of the season. But before, of course, we get there, we have to find out who it's going to be. Lucas and King DDD. There they are. Let's go. Again, rank 11, the 3rd seed, non-bye competitor in Lucas. The 5th seed, 5th bye, King DDD. DDD 14-6. Lucas 13-7 in the regular season. Quick Kyurem there for Lucas. Doing a little bit maybe. Zoning King DDD. Lucas able to get another Pokeball to Deoxys. DDD immediately gets away from that. The Deoxys, though, allows another Pokeball for Lucas, a Tapu Koko. Apologies for the low battery thing of all times. Always the left one for whatever reason. You notice that? Still Lucas with a bit of a lead here, but DDD trying to bring it back, 47-91. Ooh, Lucas almost with the elimination, not quite. 81-111. No Pokeballs fall. Actually, there's one on the other side of Exeggutor and one just fell on their side. DDD does get the first stock there on Lucas. 4-3. Again, they have an extra stock here. If you're wondering what happened there. We're going to have 5 stock for the final. Just again, we want to make sure everything is certain the way it should be. In the Knockout League, we had to do things a little differently. We just do, because they're 1-stock rounds, so we just do extra rounds. Best of 3, best of 5 rounds of the 1-stock matchups. It's fine that way. But here, we don't have to do that. We just add another stock in. Lucas finally with that 180% on DDD finally gets that first stock away. We're to 3-3 right now. 63 on Lucas, 73 on Lucas. Snorlax coming down right there, Lucas. DDD saves him by sucking him up and then spitting him out, sucking him up while Snorlax is coming down. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, Genesect for Lucas. A Ditto for DDD. DDD mallets Lucas, and he's out of here for a second time. 2-3 stock right now. DDD with the big advantage. Entire stock up right now. Oh man, something caught him. PK Fire, I guess, maybe launching the ball back at him. Meowth for Lucas. Not a whole lot doing in the damage department. See if maybe a Pokeball falls. It does, right below them, though. DDD does not get it. Mallet again coming out. Can't quite knock Lucas. Lucas straight into that spike ball. What is going on? I don't know why these guys run into the spike ball so often. Level 9 CPU, you think they'd be a little better at dodging those. DDD with huge damage coming out. Lucas is just getting annihilated right now, and Kyogre for DDD is probably going to finish things here. For Lucas's second. Maybe not. Maybe he avoided it enough by going. He did. Went way up in the air and then came down. Made Kyogre go too far up. Could come back in time. It's sort of tied. Lucas has 136 on his second stock. And, oh man, another spike ball to the face. 151 to 0 on these two stock. And Lucas loses his second. 1 to 2. DDD with an entire stock up still. Looking great for him here in the semifinal. But it's crazy that we've already lost number 1, 2, 3, and 4 5 spots. That is nuts. The best we got are number 5, 6, and 7 here. DDD, that actually the best competitor left in number 5. Lucas trying to do something, but I don't know if the edge game is the thing you want to do with King DDD. Lucas not gonna, no chance at this point. 125%, another ditto for DDD. Spike balls aplenty. DDD catches him with a mallet again and does it. 2 stocks still on DDD at the end of that one. Easily takes Lucas out. Of course, we're going to see slightly longer matchups with the extra stock here, 445. But we're not really keeping the stats of the postseason games anyway with the rest of them, so it's okay. 11 to 14 items. But we can keep them as their own stats, postseason stats, specifically semifinal and final stats as well. All right, well, that's one game down already. DDD winning it pretty handily, leading that entire match, basically an entire stock. Let us see if it's the same way this time around. This one is perhaps a little closer. In Kirby and Captain Falcon, the number 6 versus the number 7. Number 6 DDD, number 7 Captain Falcon. Same record. Different divisions, of course, red versus blue here. Got the green division DDD, took out the blue division Lucas, so of course we won't see the blue versus blue matchup in the finals. Maybe a good thing, but hey, the reason we do it how we do it is just in case. We don't want to make it so static that it's always has to be, you know, one from each conference or whatever, what have you. 2 different divisions. If 2 from the same division do you know, deserve to be in the final together, then that's how it'll be. Lunala coming out for Kirby and blasting Captain Falcon away. 1 stock off of him now, 4 to 3. Kirby 93%. Falcon gets a Gardevoir, not going to be too useful, and a Togepi. Togepi is going to use a smoke screen here. I'm going to assume that's what it is. It looks like smoke when he first begins to use it, so. And he does use his own moves, it seems. He doesn't use only moves from other Pokemon, so that's how that happens, I guess. 130 on Kirby. Still in this. 65 on Captain Falcon's 3rd stock, so, oh man, finally gets that first of Kirby's. 74 though on him, and he pulls a he pulls a Victini, so that's nuts. That may just, I don't know if that'll knock Kirby out. It does knock Kirby out. 0% knockout. I mean, he got up to 52, but he didn't have anything on him when that final smash began. And now, Captain Falcon a huge lead because of that Victini. That's what happens. Oh, the down B Kirby off the map. Pincurch and get Kirby has trouble, you know, with like moving horizontally, so trying to get over that Pincurch and not the easiest thing for him. Shouldn't be running back toward it. Beware for him. He's gonna maybe help even this back up if it can connect. Doesn't look like it's going to on the wrong side of the map, but Falcon goes over there for the Pokeball. It's a Keldeo. Oh no, Kirby. Kirby is in a lot of trouble here. I believe Captain Falcon just solidified this victory with that Pokeball. 2 huge Pokemon pulls for him. And that, Kirby dodged that last Keldeo swipe. For whatever it's worth, he's down 1-3 in stock right now. Captain Falcon, 152%. Kirby can't even get his 3rd stock off. Oh, Vulpix for Falcon. There's less map for Kirby to use here when he needs everything he can get. Pokeball right below him. It's a Lugia. Probably not going to be too helpful unless Falcon gets a little anxious here. Nope. He's going to play it safe. 66 to 174, but it doesn't matter. Just waiting to see if Kirby can maybe take another stock, but no, he cannot. Kirby gets annihilated, destroyed by Captain Falcon in this one, and the Pokemon, of course, playing a huge part in that. But we even have the extra stock just in case, and in fact, it did not help Kirby at all. It just made it look worse for him. 3:23 match time, as he only took 1 of Captain Falcon's. 6 to 10 in items for Falcon. And you know what that means. It is King DDD versus Captain Falcon in the final matchup. That is what we have come to, guys. Those are apparently, after everything, the 2 best. DDD, you know, he had his battles with Bowser in that division. The best coming into the playoffs, of course, the best record, Bowser. DDD did beat Bowser once, and he was 1-1 in the head-to-head. So definitely good. Captain Falcon, of course, was the top of the division for a long time before starting to lose matches like crazy toward the end. So yeah, not too surprising, I guess, that it ends up being these 2 in here. Definitely would have been more surprising if it was like Lucas and Pikachu. But here it is, guys. The end of it all. I appreciate you all watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Definitely stay tuned. It's not going to be long before Season 1 hits the airwaves. And so, yeah. Without further ado, let's do it! Gotta love that low battery thing. The worst possible time. Number 5, C5, DDD, rank 5 if you will, versus the rank 7 Captain Falcon. Basically as close as it gets. 14-6 DDD, 13-7 Captain Falcon. Both actually second in their division coming into this. But held the first spot, both of them. Captain Falcon is off to an amazing start right here, and DDD, no way he's going to get back after all that edge play. Captain Falcon up an entire stock already. A strong showing just a moment ago against Kirby. Is he going to continue that here against DDD? 2 opponents he, of course, never had a chance to fight until now. He's still laying it on. 72-60, still in his favor percent-wise, and he just pulled another Victini. Are you kidding me? With these Pokemon pulls for Captain Falcon, they're going to win the entire thing for him. And here we go. DDD is done. Another stock down for sure right here. Captain Falcon's at 83%, 2 stock up. This might just be a blowout here. A Genesect now for Captain Falcon. DDD needs to recover and get some Pokeballs here. Piyuku Muku, I believe that's also Captain Falcon's. Oh my goodness, Genesect lighting DDD up. And he's down 3 stock. He has no way. I believe it's over already. King DDD almost hit by the Lunala now that came out for Captain Falcon. Does get hit that time. He's at 54% on his second stock left. 2 stock left, that is. 83% hit by the 3rd Lunala Blast. Hit by the Go-Goat. 102%. Is Captain Falcon going to take 5 stock without losing any? No way. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. He is at 97%. We've seen people take 2 stock with less, with more even, probably. 137 on King DDD. Any shot might do it. There it is. 1 to 5 in stock right now. Captain Falcon has a ditto. This is unbelievable for the final match of the entire season. The finals. This is what ends up happening. But Captain Falcon, is he going to go flawless against King DDD? 5 stock flawless victory? No way. He's got a Maleta now. 65, 89 on King DDD. He's launched 102. I cannot believe it. 103. Captain Falcon. He did it. He did it. I cannot believe it. Captain Falcon, 117% taken on his first stock. Takes 5. Count them. 5 stock from King DDD in a sub 3-minute match. What? What? Are you serious right now? 584 damage given to 147. That is just incredible. That is just incredible. Captain Falcon. Perhaps if it wasn't for those matches that where he slipped up, this would have been a much more obvious win. But that was incredible. 1 to 13 in items. King DDD completely flopping like the big old fat penguin he is. Wow. So Captain Falcon, he got the bye, of course, in the first round. He came into the second round, took out Donkey Kong. Not an easy one at all, by any means. Seed number 4. That would be ranked number 12 overall. Then he came down, he got a pretty easy one over, all things considered, against Pikachu. Seed 15, which I don't even know, that would be like 27th overall, number 27th rank. Took him out after he upset a few people. And then he took out Kirby, who's actually better than him, by number 6 versus him at number 7. And then took out the number 5 DDD. So again, it was close. It helped out on the way getting to this point. It definitely helped out that the higher competitors were all defeated. Number 3 was out, number 2 was out, number 1 was out. Those being Lucas. Well, Lucas, I guess, was had already number 3 was already defeated. That was number 2. Yeah, number 2 in Ness was defeated. Pokemon Trainer was defeated by Kirby, and then Bowser defeated by Lucas. So that was number 1, 2, and 3. It really did help the others, DDD, Kirby, and Captain Falcon, the 5, 6, and 7s. Getting Kirby was one that actually beat the by number 3. So yeah, that was definitely useful for them. Even number 4, Ike, being out because of DDD. Yeah. I guess that's it. Just incredible. I did not expect it to go that way at all, especially adding the extra stock. But that is the season, guys. That is it. We will, of course, yes, be back with Season 1 starting very soon. All the competitors, I don't know if maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't notice. On our selection screen here, we now have a full roster. So we are prepared to use every single fighter for the next one. It's going to be great. We're going to do a lotto to get everybody into the divisions, just basically completely randomly. That's the point. And of course, as we've mentioned, we have the bottom of each division swapping to a new division. And so if you're curious, now that we're done, what the future is going to look at like, at least in the divisions as they are now with the fighters we've had already, Red Division is going to be in the order of their ranks as well here. Mostly, there's only one place where one of the competitors that stays isn't, or let's put it this way, there's only 1/2 scenarios where competitors that are moving actually had a better rank than somebody who stayed in the division. But in the Red Division, which will be just called the Red Division from now on, is Kirby, Peach, Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, and Yoshi staying. Pit, Marth, Lucario, and Jigglypuff have now join that division. Then in the green division, we got Bowser, DDD, Wolf, and Mewtwo remaining. And joining them is Link, Luigi, Diddy, Sheik, and Toonling. In our blue division, this is the one that's changed a little bit here. We have Ness, Captain Falcon, Lucas, Rob, and Falco, and Fox remaining. And we got Wario, Ganondorf, Meta Knight, and Snake joining them. Wario and Ganondorf at 11 and 9 both have a better record than Fox at 10 and 10, however. So Fox actually would drop below them and coming into the season records. Not that it really matters at all. Finally, our yellow division looks like this. Trainer, Pokemon Trainer, Ike, Olimar, Pikachu, Ice Climbers, Mr. Game & Watch, Samus, Sonic, and Zero Suit Samus. And that's what's going to be the start, at least, of the divisions for the next season, which again is not a year away or anything like that. Don't worry, it'll be coming soon. But once we start doing these bigger seasons with all the competitors, we will only be able to do like 2 seasons a year. We will have to take a slight break in between because they'll be so long. But a couple more sneak peek things for you, just in case you're wondering. No more Pokeballs for this next season. We will have some items. The if you will, I guess the theme of the season is going to be spring, because I'm tired of winter already. So it's a spring themed season. We are going to be using Dreamland as our stage because it seems to me to be the best springtime stage. It would have been nice maybe to use green greens, but I feel like the bombs definitely add a lot of interesting stuff to what could happen. But I think because we already had the Pokeballs that made such a crazy difference in the matches, I feel like we want to bring it back to a little more standard matchup, and maybe the bombs don't do that. And so instead, I decided to go with Dreamland, maybe a little less springy than green greens, but still works in my opinion. And the one thing about it, of course, is that it's the same setup as Battlefield we were already using. Maybe slightly different in the elevation of some of the platforms, although they look very, very similar. And of course, the one big difference being that it blows around side to side. So there's a little bit extra going on. And there will be a little extra other things going on in the way of items, but they won't be Pokeballs. That's your sneak peek for the next season. And that's all we got. And one more thing just to add in, you will see you could say an episode 0 of season 1 coming out, where we will be doing that lotto on video. In case you're interested in that will be done and recorded for posterity's sake. Just a very quick lotto of everyone being placed in the divisions, that is, and we'll see how that goes. That will be the next thing, though. Stay tuned for that, and also keep on watching the Super Smash Bros. AI Knockout League, Shorts League. That's going to continue as well into Season 2 and onward. That's not going to stop. Ain't never going to stop. So don't worry about that. You'll always have some kind of Super Smash Bros. To watch here. And you know what? I'm going to give you one more tidbit because I just feel like it. It's the end of this season. Why not? I also want to do, and as long as it's not going to gum up the works too much, I wanted to do this if I was going to start live streaming this regular league here. If this was going to be live streamed, I was going to start something else as well. Not too sure if I'm going to do it now. We'll see. But I would also like to do the Super Smash Bros. AI Challenge League, where it would be quite a different way of them competing against one another. We would have the opportunity to do different sorts of things. We'd have sort of divisions, but they'd be more like title competitors, for different things. Maybe we'd have like a Mario title, where all the Mario competitors would be in that division, if you will, but they could be in more than one division, and not everyone's playing all the time, and mostly it's just whoever has a chance might fight for the title, kind of thing. You almost think of it like pro wrestling kind of deal, how that would all work. So if we could maybe do something like that in a challenge league, that's kind of what I was I was feeling we could use all the different maps. We could all do all kinds of different stuff for that all the time, and we wouldn't have to wait like through a whole season to change things up. So that's always possible. That's something that you may also see in the future. It is quite different, and it would probably end up being we do it along with everything else we're doing. The next season is going to be streaming or on. It's going to be recorded and posted Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because we have 4 divisions and each one is going to fight once a week. And so we have 4 days a week that we'll have to do it. It's going to be less. It's also going to be less matches every day. So a little less, but it's going to take longer. Also, that's the other thing. That's the kind of the reason. It's a little unfortunate. Still got to get everything figured out exactly how it's going to go, but we're getting there. We're almost there. So that would, of course, leave extra days for us to do something else. Particularly, Friday, Saturday. Probably do it like Saturday. Give us a break on Friday to do just the Pokemon stream. And then maybe, who knows? Yeah, so Saturday Challenge League or something. Who knows? Who knows? That's for real all I've got for you, though. Thank you again so much for joining me this season. Come hang out in the next season. I would love to do it live. Maybe we'll just wait till season 2 to do live. I don't know. We'll see how season 1 goes in video form. And if you guys really like it, comment, let me know, and we'll move to live for season 2. It's going to be long enough, season 1, I think, that we'll know by then if we can move to a live stream or not. I don't think we have quite the audience I would like to do it live, but I think we're going to, who knows? Who knows? If you guys continue to follow, it'll just give me incentive to do it live in the future. So bear that in mind. I will catch you, though, in those next ones, in Season 1, and in the Shorts League. Until then, I am Randy, and this is Nerds Templar. God bless, peace out, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.